Welcome back, everybody. All right. What are we going to talk about today? How about coronavirus spam and junk email and everything else that we're getting in our inboxes? I don't know about you, but it seems like every time I check my email now, I get that email. It's a message from the CIO or CEO. And I used to read them, but I don't anymore. It's like, and then I used to delete them. I went from reading them, and they're all nonsense, so I quickly stopped reading them, to then deleting them, to then now setting up a spam filter so that I never get email from that company again. I just mark it as spam, then my mail client filters them out, and they're gone forever. So why would a company want to do that, right? Like, why would they want to irritate millions of people? It's such a weird thing. There's so many opportunities in a pandemic for companies to do great work and to really do amazing things, but they would have to adapt. But instead we see this. We see mass amounts of spam. And as far as I can understand it, there is kind of three main categories for this spam. The first one is actually sort of useful, and that would be an email that updates you on the changes to their service. So what would that look like? That might be, I received some from Ski Hills, and they said, you know what, we're closed. Sorry, but we're closed. If you have a season's pass, we will extend it. And those are relatively useful. If I'm a customer, an active customer of a company that sends me a service update, not message from the CEO, if it has a subject line of message from the CEO, I will never see it again because I've set up a filter already, or I'm going to set up a filter so I never see anything from that company again, because it's just, you're just wasting my time with the rhetoric, right? And the same old messaging over and over again. But if it is a service update and you're saying that you're closed or you're adapting or you're going to change my loyalty program because of what's going on, hey, great. But make sure that your bottom line up front, that you're giving me the message right away, and it's not a page of text like so many of these that I get. I don't know if that's a word. Sounds like a word, sort of. Could be. Let's pretend it's a word. After the thousands of emails, I tend to get a little irritated, a little sensitive, maybe. So that's the category number two, is just the random email, because they've got your email in their databases and they're probably reselling that to a bunch of other people. You get it also from companies that you've never worked with before, but you can kind of sometimes connect the dots, right? If every gym is now emailing you, well, it was probably that gym that resold your information. So it's that. And then there's category three, which is the completely random one, where it's just like, why are you emailing me? It's just like, I have nothing to do with you. Like some other country, some other service, something I would never, ever do. So very weird that way. So those are the three kind of categories. Only one of the three is a little bit useful if it's done correctly. You know, there's so much opportunity. If you are running a company right now and you are struggling, maybe you're a smaller company, maybe you're a bigger company, I don't know. But this has got to have some sort of impact on you, I would imagine. But I think almost every company has opportunities to adapt and to become even stronger right now. Yes, it's going to mean maybe you change your product or your service. Maybe you completely change it. Maybe you focus more on the virtual aspect of your company. Maybe you focus more on delivery, right? Maybe you become a delivery broker or something like that, right? Maybe you set it up so your customers, so you have like a demarcation zone or a demilitarized zone where you drop off goods and then customers come pick it up. I went to a store the other day, not a store I typically would go to, but because they had a pickup service, you just park your car, open your trunk, and they come by and put it in for you. Great, right? They had adapted, and it didn't take a whole lot of effort. They had certain parking spots that you went to, you phoned the number, gave them your stall number, and they just came right out. You'd already prepaid online. Beautiful, right? That is not high tech. That is not difficult to do. That is super easy to do. But many companies are struggling to do things like that. So, you know, there's just, I don't understand these emails. It's just ridiculous. One of the other ones that I think I saw, right, actually this happened to me. I had an auto renewal on a service that I have for travel. So I guess what this company is thinking is, you're never going to renew with us right now. So therefore, what we want to do is renew your membership without telling you, and that way you won't have a choice. Well, that's not good. I'm just going to phone my credit card company and cancel that because I didn't authorize that, right? And I looked through my account settings and there's no checkbox that says auto renew. Even if there was, I wouldn't agree to that because I think it's stupid. Unless you're going to interrupt a vital service by accidentally having it cancel when it doesn't renew automatically, nothing should be auto renew. You should at least get an email that says, hey, would you like to renew? And you go in and renew it. It's otherwise they're just ripping you off, right? It's just a way to cheat you. So what would be better is if that company emailed me and said, hey, look, we realize you're not traveling right now, so we're going to give you a 3-month extension or whatever it is, some amount of time, because we know you're not using it right now, just free of charge on us, right? And that would have probably kept my interest in a membership with them. But as it is now, I was already on the fence. I was already leaning towards, no, I'm not going to renew. Now I'm definitely not going to renew, right? So they've lost me forever because of that underhanded dealing, right? The underhanded way they do business. So it's kind of related, right, to the whole spam thing. It's just, okay, so if you're not going to change your business and adapt and use this as an opportunity, then at least don't spam me with garbage, right? If you really feel the need to reach out to me and talk to me as if I'm your customer, then here's some tips for you, okay? First, make it concise. Don't make it a dictionary of junk, right? I'm not going to read it. You're going to immediately annoy most people because we don't have time. We don't have time to read all the words that you probably put so much thought into, right? We don't care. We really don't care what the CEO is thinking today and what words he put down onto that beautiful email. Don't care at all. All we care about is our membership benefits and things like that. Make it one line, maybe 2 sentences at the most, at the very top of the email. Due to COVID-19, this is what we're doing for you, right? Perfect. That will be amazing. You will look so professional if you do that. It will just be great. It'll be a meaningful message rather than just some boring spam that gets a block filter on it, right? Now you're going to get customers rather than losing more customers. And I think that this is a time where you want more customers. You actually want to use this as a platform to show how good you are, rather than being a victim and losing a bunch of customers and market share and everything like that. Yeah, I'm not traveling today. I'm not traveling probably for the next month or 2 or 3 or who knows what, right? But that doesn't mean I would cancel everything, all my memberships for all these different things, because I'm going to have to use them again. So this is your opportunity to reach out to me and say, hey, we get it. We're not going to bore you. We're not going to waste your time. We're not going to make your things expire, your membership stuff. We're going to extend it. We're going to help you out. We're going to work with you. We're going to keep and retain you as a customer. Now you've got me. It's that easy, right? Like, what do these marketing people do, right? Are we getting them from fresh out of school? Is this their first gig? Like, the people who draft these emails who think it's a good idea to just send a bunch of junk out, like, what is the thought process that's gone into that? I'm not quite sure, right? Because this is such a big opportunity, huge, but you're wasting it. So anyway, that's it for me today. That was that felt a lot better now. Feels a lot better now. Can't get more words out properly today because I'm so amped up on this whole thing. So don't send me any more spam email, please, okay? But if you do, make it really good, and then I might stay with you. So that's it for today. All right, I hope you're all staying safe and staying inside, and you got enough food and toilet paper, and hope you have a great weekend, all right? Safe travels.